Development Authority, who have from the very beginning, it's a very long time process.
Call in short, or we know in short as learning while doing. So for this kind of the principles, the market situation, but sometimes we might cannot wait. We have to do. We have to start our management action, and you can see here when we start with the more uncertainty, when we do things little by little and we evaluate the output which we have done, and when the result come out or the outcome come out, so we think about it, we reconsider again, and we try to adjust little by little, make it become more better and better until we can have a very less uncertainty. We feel much more confidence. So that like this is a way of learning while doing. So I mentioned that it's a one advantage thing of this, that we can use it even when we have a very poor data situation at the beginning. So when we talk about this adaptive management, anyone would like to share any ideas? Just only one. Do you experience something like the adaptive management before? Just only one sample from you. Smiling. So they are the case of serious or irreversible damage. Lack of full scientific certainty shall not be used as a reason for postponing the cost-effective measures to prevent the environmental degradations. So all we can say in the CP that with the lack of the information should not be used as a reason for the lack of the management actions. And also, where there is the uncertainty management action, where there is uncertainty, so the management action should be less risky. That's what the precautionary approach is, and we will give you the examples later on this one. So let's think about your experience regarding to the precautionary approach, okay? And after this, you might would like to share your experience also with your friends. We see it's just only the examples of the precautionary approach, and like in the area when the fishermen using a very small net size, so they catch a very small size of fish, and other kind of the fishers, they might using another different fishing gear, but they also catch very less also. So we can see that there is still no scientific data in order to help us to do for the decision making, to do for the action management, but we really cannot wait until we complete with all information or data. So we decide to promote the larger size of the trawl, of the main size. We promote them to use. So we continue to do this until the fishers prove to us that the main size which they are using is not harmful.
Some of the big problems were not being addressed.
Because people use destructive fishing gear to catch fish. It is caused from humans. I think so. Also use small missile and violent
So
jumping.
this is unregulated, right?
Yeah.
I think who will manage that one? The human or
Now
your government?
government
Also,
will control the problem.
so
However, where is the problem come from? Maybe from fisher.
Vietnam is part of the RIBIC project.
Yeah.
Very big. I'm looking here for bycatches. Okay.
Juvenile fish.
Okay.
And also maybe non-terrestrial.
Okay. Okay.
Under the human.
Yeah, it's a human governance issue.
government also.
I know one reason why Indonesia do not allow to transshipment, or IUU do not allow to transshipment is if you transshipment on the sea, you cannot stop fishing. Because you have to spend at least maybe 7 to 10 days. Come back to the
To
port.
make any record of where it was caught, who caught it. So it's an IUU.
Yes, yes. So,
These we thought it's all cross-cutting. That's why EHG,
All the three.
ecology, human and governance, all this line.
All activities of the fishermen here have stopped because of ecotourism. No more fishing activities, even hook and line, limit fishing, because they do on ecotourism all activities in the sea. No more activities. The small scale fishermen there. So the air is stuck, so displaced by their livelihood.
So is it a different group that has got involved in the tourism, not the fishermen
Yeah,
converted into
mostly different
operators?
groups.
Usually we limit the number of trawler and in Trawl. We have 5 times for this kind of thing.
So the government gives them an amnesty to not limit. Okay.
Yeah.
So the policy does not agree with what you're trying to achieve.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then try to identify that with E-EAFM elements or the principles, and then try to think about the gaps in your E-EAFM practice, and also think about the way to solve the problems, and just only to share this idea to your friend. So just analyze, just think about your current fishery management approach and practice. Maybe it can be on your case, on your work, something like that. And then just identify that when we talk about the principles, what kind of the key principle which you already are doing or using. And then when you use it, are there any gaps in order to use it? So just think about that gap and the way to solve the problem. And then share it to your friend, just only in the group. So you have only 5 minutes. Okay, so. The workbook. Please turn on page 4. On page 4. Yeah, say that. Let's see. To what levels are the E-EAFM principles being applied? Pilot site, or it can be in your country. Just think about in what levels of each key principles have been applied and used. Example why I put on here. Example why for the first principle is a good governance. So if you think it's already applied a lot in your country or in your pilot site, you can also put the cost or the mark around here at 5. Or if you think no, it doesn't apply, it never have, it applies, so it just somewhere around here or 2 or 3, something like that. So you can just consider it for each principles, one by one. Yeah. And this is just only for your homework. You not have to be hurry to finish it in this moment. Take times after dinners, after showers, and if you have nothing to do aside from reading the book of the E-EAFM, you also have to do this. Yeah, and that's all for the key principles of the E-EAFM.